And everybody, welcome to class. I'm Caroline, just in case you are meeting me for the first time. And be kind to yourself. If you need to add more to make it more intense, please do. If you need a little bit lighter, same thing. This is your class, your time, your experience, and let's get going. Let's start taking a nice big breath in and exhale. And big breath in and exhale. One more. And exhale. This time reaching up, bowing forward, getting that nice crease at the top of the hip. Inhale for a halfway lift. Exhale, relaxing down, soften your knees, coming up. Exhale, bringing hands to heart, hands to side and reach. Big breath. Exhale, dive it down. Inhaling for a halfway lift. Exhale, relaxing down, soften, and up. Exhale, bringing hands to heart, hands to sides. One more like this, then adding on. Diving down. Inhaling for a halfway lift. Exhale, relaxing down, soften, and up. Exhale, bringing hands to heart and hands to side. This time, let's flow it. Exhale, diving down. Inhaling for a halfway lift. Exhale, bringing hands to the ground. Jump, step, or float the feet back into plank. Coming down to Chaturanga. Keep those elbows tucked in. Scooping hard up into upward facing dog. And stretching back into your first downward facing dog in this class. Nice wide fingers walking through the feet. Belly button in. Taking deep breaths in and deep breath out. And feeling how good it feels as we walk through the feet, really lengthening your spine, feeling that stretch up the backs of the legs as we breathe. And when you're ready, soften your knees, looking past your hands. Jump, step, or float the feet forward. Inhale for a halfway lift. Exhale, relaxing down, soften knees, coming all the way up. Exhale, bringing hands to heart and hands to side and reach. Exhale, bowing down. Inhaling for a halfway lift. Exhale, bringing hands onto the ground, jump, step, or float the feet back into plank. And holding here. Really breathe, chest over hands, belly button in. And one more big breath on the exhale, softening elbows, coming down. Scooping hard up. Exhale, stretch it back. And walking through your feet. And picking up your left foot and drawing circles. Reverse. Flex the foot and reach it a little higher. Bending knee, stacking hip. Left up on top of right, really reach. Breathing into that side body. Big breath in. And big breath out. Two more big breaths. Last one, unstack. Both feet back onto the ground, coming back up to high plank, down through Chaturanga, coming up into upward facing dog. And stretching it back into downward dog, coming back up to high plank, down through Chaturanga, scooping hard up into upward facing dog. Exhale, stretch it back, one more, high plank, down, scooping up, and stretch. Picking up, right foot, and circle. And reverse. And flex that foot, bending knee, stacking hip, making sure you're not dumping into that left shoulder as we breathe. Opening up right side. And one more big breath, slowly coming back to center. Coming back up to high plank. Down. Scoop it up. Stretch it back. One more. High plank. Coming down. Up and up. One more. Reach it forward. Soften. Up and reach. Softening both knees, looking past your hands. Jump, step, or float your feet forward. Inhaling for a halfway lift. Exhale, relax it down, soften. Coming all the way up. Exhale, bringing hands to heart. Hands to side and reach. Exhale, bowing down. Inhaling for a halfway lift. Exhale, bringing hands onto the ground. Jump, step, or float back into plank this time. Taking right hand, we're coming into a side plank. Under, right shoulder, and breathe. You can always take bottom knee down. One more big breath on the exhale, other side. Stacking. One more big breath, both coming down into Chaturanga. Scooping hard up. Exhale, tucking toes, coming back, picking up left foot. On your exhale, forehead to knee, really scooping it in. Reach it back. Exhale, scoop. And reach, one more. And reach, taking left knee over towards left elbow. And reach it back and reach. One more. Reach. This time crossing it. Left knee, right upper arm. Reach. Reach. One more. And reach. This time stepping foot in between hands. Coming all the way up to a high lunge. And breathe. Taking those nice big breaths in. And on the exhale, open. Reach. And open. Two more. Open. Last one. And circling wrist, taking it back. Squeeze, straightening front leg. You may want to square the hips a bit more. Reaching hips back, chest forward. One more big breath on the inhale, slowly coming back up. Soften into front knee. Reaching arms up. We are going to come into a twist. So I've got left leg forward. So you can take right hand or right elbow across, coming into that twist. As we take those deep breaths in and deep breath out. Really allowing yourself to open up the chest to the side as we take those deep breaths in and deep breath out. One more big breath. On the exhale, unwrap both hands. Stepping foot back, coming back up to high plank, down through Chaturanga. Scooping hard up into upward facing dog. Exhale, stretching it back into downward dog. Coming back up to high plank, down through Chaturanga. Scooping hard up into upward facing dog, stretching back. Downward dog. One more like this. High plank. Down. Scooping up. Stretch it back. This time taking your right leg, reaching it back. Taking right knee to forehead. And reach it back. Right knee to forehead. Reach it back. One more. And reach. Taking right knee to right upper arm. And reach. And reach. And reach. One more. And reach. Crossing right knee to left upper arm. And reach. Two more. You've got this. Last one. And reach. Stepping right foot in between hands. Coming all the way up. Reach. And breathe. Feeling your ribs pull together. And open chest. And bringing it back up. Open. And up. One more. And up. Taking hands back. Shoulders interlacing, making sure it's your left dominant grip. Pulling up. Hips come back. And breathe. One more big breath, slowly coming up, soften into front knee, taking hands, coming into that twist. I've got right knee forward, taking left hand or left elbow as we come into that twist, really opening up chest as we breathe. And taking deep breaths in and deep breath out. One more big breath. On the exhale, both hands back to the ground. Reaching it back. And very carefully bringing chest over, hands starting to bring the knees down. Almost. Reaching up. And knees almost down. And up. And knees almost down. Nice wide spread fingers protecting our wrists. And up. Our next one holding for 30 seconds, keeping knees off the ground. Of course, if you need to, bringing knees down if you need. Otherwise, holding. One more big breath on the exhale, coming back up. And soften both knees, looking past your hands, jump, step, or float, feet forward. Inhaling for a halfway lift. Exhale, relaxing down, soften knees, finding our way all the way up. Exhale, bringing hands to heart, hands to sides, and reaching hips back into chair. When you're ready, taking hands, you're going to come into a twist, taking left elbow over to right side. And breathe. And of course, if arm balances are in your practice and you would like to come in, please do. And one more big breath on the exhale, coming back into a forward fold. Inhaling for a halfway lift. Exhale, bringing hands to the ground. Jump, step, or float your feet back into plank. Coming down for Chaturanga. Scooping up into upward facing dog. Stretching back into downward dog. Coming back up, high plank. Down, up, stretch. One more. High plank, down, up, stretching back. And when you're ready, picking up our left foot. And knee to chest. Reach it back. Knee to chest. Reach it back one more. Knee to chest. Reach it back, left knee, left upper arm. Reach. Two more. Last one. Crossing left over to right. Here we go. Exhaling as we crunch. Two more. Last one. Coming back to center, stepping foot in between hands. Opening up back foot, coming into warrior two. And breathe. And I am going to switch so you can see me really carefully. And breathe. So your pelvis is facing towards that right wall as we breathe. One more big breath. Turning palm up and breathe. 5 breaths. And reach it forward, coming into an extended side angle, so left elbow on top, pressing into the edge of that right foot for power as we breathe. Taking deep breaths in and deep breath out. If this feels good and you want to bring it into a bind, you can. Or taking that arm, reaching and framing, making sure top shoulder is stacked over bottom shoulder. One more big breath, slowly coming back up, taking hands behind shoulders. And very carefully bringing it into humble warrior. Taking chest down, interlace hands, bringing it up. Front knee is directly over ankle as we breathe. And even though your chest and your belly is going to be touching possibly, the top of your leg, trying to make sure it's engaged so all your weight is not resting on there. One more big breath on the inhale, slowly coming back up to warrior two, taking back arm, pulling it forward, squeeze, extend, reach, extend, squeeze, extend, two more. Last one. Straighten front knee. We are going to rotate the upper body, bringing it into a triangle. Holding for 5 breaths. So pulling belly button in. Top shoulder is stacked over bottom shoulder as we breathe. One more big breath, slowly coming back up. Soften your knee. And flowing. Inhale whenever we come up into exalted warrior, straightening. Coming back into triangle. Inhale as we come up. And exhale as we come into triangle. Reach. Soften. One more. And next time when you are ready, softening into that front knee, we are going to windmill, bringing both hands down, picking up your back foot, and breathe. Trying to get your chest towards your shin. If it is in your practice and you are able to balance in a standing split, please do. And feeling yourself taking a nice deep breath in, flexing that back foot. On the exhale, knee comes to forehead. Inhale, reach back. Exhale, knee to forehead. Reaching back. Knee to forehead. 2 more. Last one. Reach it back and bending the supporting leg, taking both knees in. So you're making a diamond shape with your knees. Extend back. And down. Extend. Down. Making sure your supporting foot is not clenching the ground. Nice wide spread toes. Two more. Last one. Holding it up, seeing if we can reach just a bit higher. Flex your foot and pulse. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Point the toes. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and flex. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and point. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, flex, and 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, step it back into downward dog. Coming into that vinyasa. High plank. Down. Inhaling up. Stretch it back. High plank. And down. And up. Stretch it back. One more. And down. And up. Stretch it back. Soften both knees, looking past your hands. Jump step or float the feet forward. Inhale for a halfway lift. Exhale, relaxing down, soften. Coming all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. And hands to side and reach. Soften knees. This time, let's twist to the left. Taking right elbow, crossing over to left side. Opening the chest. And breathe. Taking deep breaths in. And deep breath out. One more big breath on the exhale, unwrap. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bringing hands to the ground, jump step or float, feet back into plank. Picking up, right leg. Exhale, knee to chest. Inhale, reach it back, knee, and reach. One more. And reach, right knee to right upper arm. And extend back, and reach. One more. Taking right knee, crossing over to left. And reach. And reach. One more. And reach, stepping foot in between. Coming up into our warrior two and breathe. Really feeling your left toes, pelvis facing the left toe as we breathe. You've got this. Turning palm up to celebrate and exalt your warrior. Taking deep breaths in. And deep breath out. And one more big breath. On the exhale, coming into an extended side angle, so bringing the torso over. Taking elbow and just opening up that top shoulder as we breathe. Taking deep breaths in. And deep breath out. And if it feels okay to bring it into a bind, please do. Or taking that top arm and making sure your core is still engaged, even though we do have our elbow on that right leg. Two more big breaths. On the exhale, slowly coming back to center, taking that back arm, squeeze, extend, reach, squeeze, extend, reach, squeeze, extend. And I have done this before, sometimes with really light weights, which sometimes feels good. 4, 5, one more after this, 6. Taking hands behind, shoulders back. Try and do your less dominant grip this time. And very carefully soften. And coming into humble warrior as we breathe. One more big breath on the inhale, slowly coming back up, Release. Turning front palm, lift, and breathe. One more. Reaching, straightening front knee, bringing it into triangle. Reaching top hand up. Top shoulder stacks over bottom shoulder as we breathe. And one more big breath slowly. Coming back up and flow. Here we go. Inhaling up as we soften that front knee, straighten front knee, coming into triangle. Reach. Inhaling up. And exhale. And reach. And exhale. Two more. Last one. Slowly coming back up. Windmill arms. Transfer. Coming into a standing split. Feeling your chest really reaching towards your shin. Feeling head drop down as we breathe. And taking a nice big breath in, hands to the ground, exhale, back knee comes in. Reach. And knee. And reach. And knee. And reach. Knee. And reach. Two more. Knee. And reach. Last one. And reach, flex the foot, and pulse. Point the toes. And flex. And point. And flex. When you're ready, lift it a little higher, bending both knees, taking that back leg in. Extend. Back leg's coming to your Achilles tendon. And reach. Three more. Last two. And one. Both feet back. Coming back into downward facing dog, coming all the way up. Down, scooping up, and stretch. Reaching, high plank down through Chaturanga. Chest comes up, and stretch. One more like this. Reach. Down. Reach. And soften your knees when you're ready. Let's bring it into Masala. So we're going to bring our feet nice and wide as we jump it forward. And coming down as breathing. Breathing deeply in your hips if you can. Very gently, I want you to make sure your back's actually straight. So really breathing into our hips. As we take those deep breaths in and deep breath out. Breathing into the hips. 2 more big breaths. When you're ready, bringing hands to the ground, bringing it up into a wide leg forward flow. Just making sure toes are facing forward. Taking nice deep breaths in and deep breath out. One more big breath. Heels come in, stop, and coming back down into that masala again as we breathe. Taking deep breaths in and deep breath out. Feeling how good it feels just to breathe into your hips. If crow is in your practice for our next one, because we are going to come up first and foremost into a forward fold, please do. If crow is in your practice and you would like to come into it, or headstand, your choice, please, please, please do, as long as you are feeling warm enough, you've got the space you can practice safely. When you're ready, hands come down, tailbone comes up, and breathe. And if not, holding it into that forward fold. One more big breath. When you're ready, heels come in. Last time, soften. And of course, if anybody wants to come into crow and that is in your practice, please, please, please do. Really breathe. And in case anybody's wondering what the heck is crow, it's one of those where I would teach this if I was spotting somebody, just because I want to make sure you're able to do it safely. But basically, elbows are pointing back, and breathe. So just seeing what feels best to you. If you are in handstand or crow, slowly starting to come back and finding your way back into masala, into that squat, whenever you're ready. Bringing hands to the ground last time, coming into that forward fold. Shifting your hips from side to side. And when you're ready, we are going to find ourselves down onto the ground. So just very carefully finding your seat. We are going to come all the way down onto our backs. So I am going to move the screen. Whenever you're ready, very gently coming down onto your backs, hugging your knees in towards your chest. Whenever you're ready, wrapping your arms very carefully around. Taking those deep breaths in and deep breath out. And you may want to rock from side to side. Just releasing your spine, allowing the floor to give you a little bit of a massage as we breathe. And when you're ready, let's hug our right knee in towards our chest. Option 1, left foot is on the ground, knee to the ceiling. Option 2, just to start to straighten it if you've got the space. Really breathing. Circling the ankle. And allowing your breath to deepen. And reverse the opposite way. And when you're ready, opening up right arm to the side, we are going to turn to look at it. Carefully guide right knee over to left side. Keeping both shoulders on the ground so you get that nice twist in the spine. And taking a nice deep breath in on the exhale slowly. Coming back up. And slowly releasing right knee, left knee hugs in. Circling ankle. If you'd like to straighten that right leg along the floor, please do. Taking deep breaths in. And deep breath out. And reverse the other way. Opening up arm and very carefully guiding knees over towards the right side as we breathe. Taking those big breaths in and big breath out. And taking a nice deep breath in and deep breath out. Slowly coming back onto our backs. Reaching arms, reaching legs to yawn. And stretch, feeling fresh. Cool air coming in. Warm air coming out. And softening your knees. Extending legs up to the sky. We are going to bring it into what we call happy baby, where the legs reach up. You're either going to grab your thighs, your calves, or your toes, keeping your tailbone on the ground. So we're not lifted, it's actually on the ground. Knees are right underneath our ankles and breathing into our hips. And starting to rock from side to side. Breathing deeply into our hips. Taking big breaths in and big breath out. Coming back to center, release. And shaking it out. And reach. Yawn and stretch one more time, really lengthening. Feeling fresh, cool air coming in. Warm air coming out. And whenever you're ready, feeling your hands relax. Arms and shoulders, neck and head. Legs. Feeling free. If you'd like to put any layers on, please do. We are going to find our way into what we call Shavasana. So either palms up, palms down, whatever feels most comfortable. If it feels okay to soften your eyes, and starting to rest. If you have difficulty allowing your brain to turn off for a little bit, sometimes it's helpful to have a mantra. One of my favorites is I am, which just helps clear and just helps. So just if it feels okay to close your eyes, please do. And feeling yourself, taking in a nice deep breath in and exhale. Starting to feel movement returning to fingers, toes, hands, and feet. If you'd like to reach your arms above your head to yawn and stretch, please do. Feeling fresh, cool air coming in, warm air coming out, and using your hands to guide you, slowly finding your way back to a tall seat. Feeling your sits bones melted into the earth, and crown reaching up to the sky. And just rubbing your hands together and bringing your hands to your heart and breathing in, breathing that warmth in. And exhale, taking your hands together, thumbs, and gently lifting your heart. And on your exhale, bowing to thank yourself. And I thank you too. Namaste, everyone.